Human beings hate human beings more than any other things. And that is what we are seeing in the world today. And many are asking questions, what is happening? That all this calamity, all this kind of terrible wickedness are existing amongst us. It is all because we have gone far away from God. Just recently on Thursdays, on last Wednesday, we got in news that more than 12 migrants were found dead in a small Turkish town near the border with Greece. They were found frozen to death on Wednesday. And Turkey president accused Greece on Wednesday of sending the migrants back across the border without shoes or cloth. That is how wicked human beings are in this 21st century. That the winter they are experiencing in Europe, the snow, and then what happened is that on that particular day, there was terrible storm and snow. And then they removed, undressed these people, these migrants, their shoes, their dresses, and allowed them. The cold, the winter in which you put on more than 5 different jackets, and then you are still shivering under a heater. But they will allow to remove people, dresses, and send them beside the sea without anything on them. That is how terrible human being has become. When I heard about these things, I was just thinking about if those people who were there, if truly this is what they have done, were there guarding like that, and then suddenly an elephant or a lion or a tiger appeared, what would they have done? They could have guided that lion or that animal to their territory and call it a protected species. And nothing will harm or nothing will touch, and they will celebrate for that. And that is show how human being has gone, how wayward human being has gone. Because God's intentions of creating human beings in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 was, God says, then God says, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. Dominion over these things. He created man, human beings, to have dominion over every other thing on earth. But human being has come because of their fleshy desire and turned to have dominion over their own brother and sister. That is what is happening in the world today. They have turned to have dominion over their own brother and sister, and they have given to them, inculcate in many human beings, the kind of wickedness that nobody can explain. Even Satan and the devil, we are accusing every day, that are surprised of where such wickedness are coming from. That you undress people in winter on a very terrible days of heavy storm and snow and send them away. And on Thursday, we got news that the death toll from the incident rose to 19 people. And the identity of these people have not been exposed or to anybody. They don't know whether they are from Africa, from Asia, from Middle East. They don't know. Nobody is aware of it. But from the images I saw, they are not having black skin or dark skin. Meaning they are either from Asia or from Middle East. And we know why these people are living that territory. Because of the trouble in their territory, political instability in their territory. The response of the United Nations also baffled me. Because the United Nations say, the only thing they say is that the United Nations Refugees Agency has said, I quote, it has received a growing number of reports in recent months suggesting asylum seekers may have been pushed back to Turkey immediately after reaching Greek soil. That is what they are. They are not even sure of what they are saying. And this is an organization created to protect or to govern and prevent such things from happening. And all we are hearing from them is condemnation. We are making statistics. We are making investigation. No report has ever been done. And terrible things keep on going. We cannot count the number of migrants that have perished after reaching place they believe is safe for them. After reaching the soil, they have been longing to be there in order to have safety. They are running away from for their lives. And yet, not knowing that they are going to face something terrible than what it is in their own country. And these are the things happening. And I keep on asking, what happened to human beings? Where are our own conscience? That you stand as a God and you see a group of people coming, and all you can do to them is undress them and send them in that terrible weather without any little conscience. And when I ask you, you say you don't want them in your country. Do you understand what life is all about? That you have a territory, you have a place you call your own country, nobody can come in there. Knowing fully that somebody created it, all the earth, and gave it to us human beings to live there freely. But we turn to create barriers. And the barriers have killed many people and is still killing many people. Where are the migrants? We need to ask, where are the migrants and refugees coming from? Where are they coming from? This is questions, this is something that the United Nations have to find out. Where are they coming from? They are coming from Africa. They are coming from Middle East. They are coming from Asia. They are coming from South America. And if all these people are coming, you discover that all these territories I have named, they are called by the United Nations and other countries, third world country nations. Meaning the United Nations and other powerful countries have divided the world, divided people, and there are first class citizens, second class people, and third class human beings. Some are called third class, like us, the Africans. Like those in South America, southern part of America. Like those in Asia and Middle East. They are being addressed as third class citizens. And it's obvious and popular in all countries. Third class citizen, third world citizen, third world nationality. That is first class. Why are they leaving their country? It's another big question we have to answer. Why are they leaving their country? I came to discover that they are leaving their country because of political instability. And who are those causing in the political instability? From the statement somebody wrote, somebody said that what? They are leaving their country for a better life in Europe. Is there any better life in Europe? Is there any better life in any developed country? There is no better life. The only place you can enjoy your freedom and everything is your home. So if you see somebody leaving his or her home, know that there is something terrible in that place. It's not the search for a better life, because there is no better life in Europe. There is no better life in America. There is no better life in any developed country. But they are leaving their country because of political instability. Who are those causing this political instability? United Nations is aware of it. All these big nations are aware of it. That they are leaving their country because of developed countries. People from third world countries, Africa, Asia, Middle East, South America, they are leaving their country because of developed countries. Europe, America, China. That is just the reason why we are leaving our country. Because of you people. Because all these powerful nations, now the United Nations have manipulated the leaders of all third world countries. Manipulating them, and then in return turn to manipulate the people. And have pushed many into artificial poverty, have caused many political instability, and no place is safe in all the third world countries, because they have signed it, because they have discovered that if third world countries develop to a level or first class of the first world country. I don't know how they put it, but they know that if they develop to that extent, they also will be going down because they are benefiting a lot from this third world country. They are benefiting a lot, and that is the problem we have in this world today. That when people you will cause problem in their country and they are running because you have presented your own country as if it is safe, they are running to you, you are killing them. You are frustrating their lives. We have to say no to this. Political instability, all caused by European country, all caused by America, all caused by China, all caused by the United Nations and developed countries. They are the people causing instability in all third world nations. And when the people are suffering and decided to live, to run for their own dear lives, they call them refugees. They call them asylum seeker. They maltreat them. They call them third-class citizens. And all they are receiving is modern slave trade. The slave trade is even better. Slavery is even better than killing people. You undress people in this kind of winter period. Remove their shoe and send them away. They're frozen as if you put a fish or a meat in a freezer and died. And you will sit and celebrate. Where is your conscience? Where is your conscience? They are running away from their country because of hunger. And what is causing hunger in Africa that is very fertile, in Asia that is very fertile, in South America that is very fertile. What is causing hunger? Climate change. Who are those responsible for climate change? Developed country. They are the ones responsible for behind climate change. And then all these things send all toxic chemicals to Africa and other parts of the world. And all these things are causing a lot of calamity and environmental hazard. And when the people lack what to eat, you come and give them a terrible thing and say you are helping refugees. Also, I wish you to answer one question that many people have been asking, especially on my platform. That why are people even going to Europe? This question always angers me. Because when I was in Cameroon, when you see a white man, when they are coming to our home country, we do not ask them where are they going to. You cannot count the number of Chinese who are in Cameroon presently or in Africa presently. You cannot count the number of European people who are living in Africa permanently. We Africans, we don't ask them where are they going to. They will treat them as king. That is the first problem with blacks and first problem with third world citizens. Because they have considered that they are inferiors and they have remained in that particular portion. As they are coming to our country, that is the very reason why we are going to. The only thing is that they are wicked, selfish, inhuman beings. Because I'm here also to call on the United Nations to look into this issue. Because this is not the first. You are going to respond to such calamity can not only be that you have been hearing. What are you doing? Because you are in all countries. What are you doing? You are only hearing. Hearing from who? And all these things are happening. The League of Nations was abolished because it did not achieve peace that it was created for. And it was abolished and replaced by the United Nations to maintain peace on earth. But since the United Nations came in 1945, up to now, all we are hearing is calamity upon calamity, inhuman treatment all over the world. And we say we have an organization that is being manipulated by a particular group of people. A whole continent do not have anybody as a permanent member of the United Nations. Africa, no one. But 5 people are there permanently. Meaning the affair of Africa is not in anything interested to anybody. The only thing that is interested in Africa is exploitation of raw material. When it comes to Africa, it's only African and European summit, African and United Nations summit, African and American summit. When it comes to the United Nations, permanent members, a whole continent do not have a representative there, a whole continent. And you people say you adjust. terrible. We need to change our mentality positively if we want peace on earth. If we want peace on earth. An Italian Prime Minister once says that if you want peace in the world, let Africa and third world country have peace. If they don't have peace, no place will have peace. And that is what is happening in the world today.